you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On first down, Justin Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's George. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On first down, it's George. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 89 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Olave over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's George. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll run for it with Dillon, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. George. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards. He's able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stats will show us just how long it took for the pressure to get there. And it's not much. 1.8 seconds all told. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They snap it to Herbert. He's got a man, complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this right back to Rager. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run here with Dillon. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Dillon again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A.J. Dillon. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Herbert off of play action. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Herbert just beat the play clock. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. This is Rager with it on the crossing pattern. And now this is going to be close. Stopped him. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Complete, it's Dotson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Herbert now. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert throwing again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. So we've reached halftime. All right, folks eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Dillon up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They run again with Dillon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert. Now swing pass for Dillon. Stiff-armed him. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Herbert on first down now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Looking to throw. Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's George, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Reagor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. From the 16, Herbert. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and...
Touchdown, Washington. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's George, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Dillon. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So